Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
The final night of the DNC didn't disappoint. Well, that is if you enjoy watching a political travesty in full swing, more akin to a cult of veiled corruption than the remnants of the ragged Democratic Party. Honestly, one would have to assume the entire grand finale of the DNC was difficult for anyone with a shred of decency witnessed.
You people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You eat like the tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
Jettisoned from the lair of the mainstream media teleprompters, doling out 40% more airtime to the DNC over the RNC, a Bernie delegate was stripped of his credentials for holding an unauthorized sign that read, "Stop TPP." James O'Keefe, disguised as a Hillary supporter, was physically attacked by an angry mob, cordoned off behind fences erected all around the convention center, while merchandisers struggled to get a return for anything Hillary related. Even the weather wasn't cooperating with the monumental farce, as flash flood warnings were in effect. Back inside the DNC, Hillary's campaign manager labeled Hillary a tough sell, while white noise machines were brought in to drown out the inevitable booing that had plagued the entire event. Inevitably, lunacy prevailed. Self-proclaimed Illuminati witch Katy Perry groveled.
Both of my parents are pastors and staunch Republicans. I didn't finish high school, and unfortunately I don't have a formal education, but I do have an open mind, and I have a voice.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar labeled Trump a racist.
I'm Michael Jordan, and I'm here with Hillary. I said that because I know that Donald Trump couldn't tell the difference.
Regardless of the fact that Trump never mistook Kareem to be Michael Jordan to begin with, a Muslim American unleashed a bizarre tirade against Trump.
Donald Trump consistently smears the character of Muslims.
A leftist DNC Action Committee member was prowling the floor, threatening to interrupt Hillary's speech with a citizen's arrest for election fraud and money laundering, while the reports questioning the DNA parentage of Chelsea Clinton couldn't be ignored as the daughter of Hillary Clinton and quite possibly Webb Hubbell introduced the Democratic candidate for president,
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary's voice rattled the DNC.
Bernie Sanders and I will work together to make college tuition free for the middle class and debt free for all. Wall Street, corporations, and the super rich are going to start paying their fair share of taxes.
An evil, demeaning tone promising lies upon lies. Lies she had perfected when she and Bill raped Haiti in the guise of doling out humanitarian aid as their pay-to-play scheme grew in ferocity, or flip-flopped on her political base regarding the environmental aspects concerning the Keystone Pipeline to line her own pockets, or covered for a major arms transfer to ISIS, while U.S. Ambassador J. Christopher Stevens and U.S. Foreign Service Information Management Officer Sean Smith were brutally murdered. But in true Hillary fashion, she may very well enter the DNC on the heels of one botched investigation, only to be faced with the possibility of a brand new one as she enters the main event. WorldNet Daily reports, some say an IRS investigation into the Clinton Foundation is just desserts, given the evidence the couple, when in the White House, used the nation's most feared agency to target their political enemies and others who inconveniently crossed their paths in the 1990s. As the Daily Caller News Foundation reported Wednesday that IRS Commissioner John Koskinen referred congressional charges of Clinton Foundation pay-to-play activities to his tax agency's exempt operations office for investigation. The initiative is being led by Representative Marsha Blackburn, Republican of Tennessee, who sent a letter she signed with 63 other Republicans to the IRS, FBI, and Federal Trade Commission, charging the foundation is lawless. Now it's our turn. Hillary must be stopped. And I I don't mean that lightly. Hillary represents nothing less than a foreign enemy. We are hanging on to our sovereignty and our beloved Constitution by our fingernails, whether the citizens of the United States are aware of it or not. Those carrying the torch of free speech now won't be around to say, "I told you so," if Hillary enters the Oval Office. Hillary's rap sheet doesn't lie. A vote for Hillary is a vote for the annihilation of this 240-year-old experiment in freedom our forefathers and foremothers handed down to us, for better or for worse. John Bound for Infowars.com.
Symbols are powerful, and the globalists have hijacked the symbols of America. They've turned them into their own symbols. Well, we are restoring the idea of the true republic, not the counterfeit globalist empire, by promoting the icon George Washington and others. That's why we're rolling out an 100% made in America line of incredible pro-liberty apparel. We are repopularizing liberty. We are helping fellow Americans rediscover what made this country great. We are the spirit of 1776. We are 1776 worldwide. We are all brothers and sisters in arms in the animating contest of liberty in the long march towards humanity's ultimate destiny of freedom. Visit madein1776.com today and vote with your dollars to promote truly made in America, high quality products, and promote the ideals of liberty.